أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وبه يستعين في جميع الأمور الحمد لله الذي قال في كتابه متنبها للمسلمين أم حسبتم أن تدخلوا الجنة ولما يعلم الله الذين جاهدوا منكم ويعلم الصابرين وصلى الله على محمد وآله الطاهرين ودعاتهم المطلقين. Mu'mineen, mu'minat, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May you be among the people about whom Allah Ta'ala says in the Quran, وَمَنْ جَاهَدَ فَإِنَّمَا يُجَاهِدُ لِنَفْسِهِ. Whoever performs jihad does so for his own good. May Allah give you aid, may He give you courage, may He give you fortitude, such as that you may attain your final goal, the pure bliss of heaven. Many mu'mineen have done araz written from India and other parts of the world regarding the pandemic that has spread, and many are enduring hardships. I pray to Allah to protect all mu'mineen and all the people in the world, and to end this virus very soon. In America, mu'mineen have also been doing araz by telephone. People are concerned about the current protests in many cities in America. I pray to Allah Ta'ala for safety and security for all the people. In this Majlis, I will do bayan on this question. What is the meaning of jihad? Jihad is one of the 7 pillars of Islam, meaning it is compulsory. If a person understands the meaning of jihad and acts accordingly, what is his reward? There is a lot of bayan on this subject. I will explain the concept of jihad in summary form in 3 parts over 3 majlis, inshallah. I will do bayan with Allah Ta'ala's aid and the barakat of His wali Imam Zaman inspiration. At the beginning of this majlis, I recited this verse from the Quran in which Allah Ta'ala says, "Did you think you would enter paradise without Allah Ta'ala first seeing who among you performed jihad?" Or observing who remained patient in adversity. This verse shows that performing jihad in one's life and having patience in adversity, sabr, are linked. Only then will you enter paradise. That is what the Quran says. That is the reward of performing jihad. What is that jihad? What is the meaning of jihad? What is that struggle? Jihad meaning that Rasulullah SAW fought 28 battles. I will discuss those in some detail another time. What I wish to point out here is that when Rasulullah returned from a major battle to Madina, he said to his followers, "We have returned from the smaller jihad to the greater jihad, from the minor jihad to the major jihad." So the followers asked Rasulullah, "What could be greater than the battle we have just fought, where we risked our life?" He answered, "The battle you must fight against your own base instincts, the nafs shahwaniya, about which the Quran says, the part of yourselves that pulls you toward worldly desires and materialism and greed. The nafs shahwaniya, this part within us, is a powerful current within a person that pulls him away from piety, from virtue, carries him away from Allah and Allah's representative, the Imam and Da'i. One has to fight a constant internal battle against those base instincts within oneself. It is an ongoing, continuing struggle. Jihad. That is the fight that humans need to win. In this, they will have to be patient. In the face of adversity, they will have to suffer many hardships. Battles, jihad is done against enemies. Rasulullah SAW said that Satan, runs in the blood of the human being. Satan is within. The meaning of Satan here is the base instinct, the nafs shahwaniya that pulls people towards worldliness, materialism, that incites greed for the wrong things. Fight that instincts. Allah Ta'ala says in the Quran that Shaitan is man's avowed enemy. Satan must be fought day and night. Should you speak truth or falsehood? Satan says, speak falsehood. You will achieve your goal. Satan leads people astray. Says, embezzle money, you will become rich. Usurp another's right, you will profit. And Satan's biggest harm is that he leads people away from God, from truth. He prompts, do not believe in God or in the Imam or the Da'i. In these circumstances, a person uses many things to justify their wrong actions. Because of Satan's, he says to himself, it will be hard, it will cause many problems, issues of society. Satan uses these prompts to push them away from the truth. So one has to fight him constantly. You have to say, no, I will not do this. Satan is wrong. Imam alayhi salam says in the Ikhwan Safa that when a child is born, it has both the potentials. The potential to become an angel or the potential to become a devil. Meaning that individual has the freedom to choose. He can choose the path of truth, perform good deeds, and gain the resemblance of angels. If after achieving human form, you want to rise to the realms of angels, you must fight Satan who pulls you towards immoral acts, evil thoughts. Imam alayhi salam has said that there are 3 root causes of evil: pride, envy, and greed. So do not be taken in by Satan's whispering. So how do you fight him? How do you do jihad against him? How do you conquer your base instincts? You do this by listening to Allah Ta'ala and His awliya, the divinely guided guides, by not listening to Shaitan. Obey Allah's awliya, act according to their guidance. It is written in our kitab that when a mu'min does sajda, prostrates, Satan screams in fury and rage. Sajda, prostration, signifies obedience. When a mu'min fights Satan, meaning when he obeys Allah and His awliya, he will enter paradise. This in summary is the meaning of the greater jihad. A big win in battle is called a great victory, Fatemi. For a mu'min, a great victory is this, that he achieves a good end, khatimat bil khair, by obeying Allah and His awliya. His ultimate triumph, fawz azim, that he reaches heaven. In life, choices constantly present themselves. You choose the right path by remembering Allah's awliya and asking yourself how they would behave in such a situation, how they would act. The Quran states that the stories of the prophets in the Quran offer lessons. They are not just tales of things past. Take counsel from those narratives and lead your life accordingly. Apply these lessons to your life journey. Isa, Nabi, Masih alayhi salam said that when you are faced with a choice between religion and worldly benefits, meaning that if you choose worldly benefits and by doing so you will forfeit religion, then always choose the path of religion. You face choices in life. Should you pray namaz, for example, or keep serving customers in the shop during the time of prayer? Mu'mineen, always in every aspect of your life, prioritize religion over worldly benefits. And don't worry, worldly benefits will not go away. Allah Ta'ala is the sustainer. And in any case, this worldly life is temporary. We know that. The intelligent person prioritizes what is permanent. Religion, the hereafter, paradise, and chooses to follow that path. I'm reminded of a time in Maulana Burhanuddin Ridwanullah alayhi, the era when I had just returned to Mumbai from a long journey. My flight arrived at 8 in the morning. I had traveled all night, but I needed to go to Syedna's Waz sermon. It was very hard. I was very, very tired. And the impulse was to go home and rest. At that moment, I thought to myself, what would my revered father, Syedna Qutbuddin, do in such a situation? Just as I thought that, I knew immediately what I had to do. Babaji Sahib, whose strength and clarity was unparalleled, used to say, what must be done, must be done. I acted accordingly and attended the Waz Majlis. When later I narrated this to Babaji Sahib, Ridwanullah alayhi, it made him very happy. Rasulullah SAW has said, a true warrior battles his urges in order to obey God. Al-mujahidu man jahada nafsahu fi ta'atillah. And Rasulullah SAW wasi Amir al-Mu'mineen Maulana Ali ibn Abi Talib salawatullah alayhi is the best exemplar for us all. He addressed the world saying, I have divorced you thrice. And exclaimed, go tempt another. You will not tempt me. Maula Ali in one of his sermons said, a person is often enticed by the lure of a small worldly gain into doing something wrong. And the harm incurred by that wrong deed is long-lived. An analogy to that is in eating. If you do not follow an appropriate diet, if you eat what you shouldn't, it will harm you. It will harm your body. Similarly, the soul. If it does certain things, it causes harm to its own self. If a person intends ill for someone, if he does something to hurt someone, if he says bad things about someone, if he usurps what belongs to another, he slanders someone, all things are things you should never do. And there are many things like that that are wrong. Everyone knows they are wrong, but Satan's run in the blood, as you heard earlier. And he often overpowers. Fight Satan, do jihad against him. This is something you must do every single day and night. And Amir Mu'mineen has also said that in the contrast, the deeds you do for religion, for the hereafter, like namaz, prayer, it may seem like a burden, is a small hardship, but will bring abundant reward. Fasting is hard, but the reward is eternal. If you spend your wealth and service in khidmat of Dawat, the reward is eternal. I have explained the meaning of jihad, the greater jihad. A further meaning is inherent in the word ijtihad, which is derived from the same root as the word jihad, meaning it means expending effort. In order to rise in the ranks of spirituality, you must exert effort, ijtihad. Imam alayhi salam has said, aid us by being virtuous and by expending effort, by acquiring knowledge, performing good deeds, and you will climb the spiritual ladder. As you heard in the previous Majlis, when you give Misaq, a spark from Imam's divine light kindles in your soul. Then as you acquire knowledge, perform good deeds, the more you do this, the more radiant your soul becomes. Meaning you rise higher and higher in the ranks of spirituality. Mu'mineen, mu'minat, always recite this tasbih, this litany. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. I seek refuge in Allah from the cursed Satan. That is what it means. Ask Allah Ta'ala to protect you from his snares. Fight Satan. Obey God and his awliya. Say the azan, the call to prayer, and Satan will flee. Walk the path of truth by giving misaq to the Imam and Da'i, by obeying them, holding fast to their allegiance. Be diligent in following the precepts of faith, the Sharia, performing good deeds and shunning the bad. In the next Majlis, inshaAllah ta'ala, I will speak about what Rasulullah SAW called the smaller jihad. Jihad Asghar, the fight against Dawat's enemies. I beseech Allah Ta'ala by the wasila of Muhammad, Ali Muhammad and their Dawat, may He grant you aid to expend efforts, ijtihad, for the benefit of your souls. May He grant you aid to perform good deeds. May He grant you aid to fight Satan and his armies. May He help you all your life to obey Allah and His awliya. And because of this, may He grant you salvation. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulihi Sayyidina Muhammadin wa alihi at-tahirin. Sallama tasliman muttasilan ila yawmiddin. Ya Sabah